God bless you all, guys. God bless you all. Just got back from coaching. Did some personal training today in a gym. So, kid that I coach daily, usually we just do a regular 1 hour session of football. It's just so hot right now. We went to the private gym and did a session there. So that was good. It reminded me of when I was younger, when you went to the gym as a football and the different exercises that you would do. So that was a buzz. And I'm playing football tonight in a friendly at 8 o'clock. If there's a bang on the door during this live stream, it's because somebody's going to come and fix my air conditioner. So be aware of that. Right. This is going to be short because, as usual, I've got so much going on and I'm supposed to go to Bible study in an hour. I can either do that or just study it by myself in my apartment. So I am delighted, beyond delighted, to tell you my book's going to be released tomorrow. I'm going to proofread it tonight 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 times to make sure there's no mistakes. Hopefully there's no mistakes. And I'm going to be selling it tomorrow. I know a lot of people want it. My goal is to sell over 1,000. That's what I did with the other 3 books. And it might sound like a lot, but I don't think it is. So I'll be releasing it tomorrow. It's about 240 pages, I think. And every single page is going to blow your mind. It's going to show you how everything over the last 18 months has been connected to the book of Revelation and just our coded reality. It's as undeniable of a book that you're ever going to get to show that. And then I'm hoping when people read that, they'll read the Queen book, the Kobe book, the World Cup book, just to back up what this book is all about, because this is the better book. And it's only going to be $9.11. When you read the book, you'll see why it's $9.11. You'll understand. Shalom, Lady Hawk. How you doing? Where you been, big dog? You decode tennis on the side. I can decode every sport, Stephen, for everybody who asked me that. I code every sport. I've proven it. I've coded futures in 11 different sports. People are like, can you code baseball illusion? Yeah, I've got 12 out of 14 right this month. And the code I'm going to present today with the Phillies game. Phillies were playing the Diamondbacks, who've won 41 games. Phillies had only won 34. I can code anything. What you're going to see, bro, when you read my book, which I'm hoping you will, I'm going to speak with that level of conviction. When you read that book, you're going to see how everything connects. Somebody asked me yesterday on my website, I've told you, what's Argentina winning the World Cup got to do with the baseball game? I did the most perfect code last night, and it was all about the code that I put before, which was connected to Argentina winning the World Cup. It's the numbers. You become familiar with the biggest numbers, then you look to identify those numbers every single day, and then you predict outcomes the way I do, 80-85% every month, pretty much. But we know that's not why I'm in it. The book that I'm going to release is truly going to reveal that we live in a coded reality. And sometimes I told you, I sit down by myself, or I just go look in the mirror and I go, how did this happen, Adam? You've been given this gift from God. You are revealing we live in a coded reality, which affects the whole universe, not just one nation or a city, the whole universe. And if everybody was to be aware of that, the whole world and our reality would change. We wouldn't be manipulated as much. There'd be a lot more joy. Like I'm telling you, the motive behind my work is not money driven. Money comes from it, of course, but it's not money driven. Because if it was, as I've said, I'd gamble and I get practically every pick right. If you're watching and you're in the chat, I'm not lying. I'm speaking truth. So will you please record your book? I could do that, but there's definitely apps now where they'll read it out for you. Might not be in my voice, my English voice. But there's definitely audio versions. You can just download certain apps and then transfer the document over to it, and then it reads it out as an audio. you can do that. I can, if you want to email me, I can tell you how you do that. How's my day been? Just again, busy but productive. I coached. I made myself this delicious chicken bowl. I've had a workout. I'm coached. I'm playing football tonight. I might be going to Bible study depending on if this air conditioner guy comes. It's really needing to sort out that air conditioner. And I don't know what I'm going to do about food, if I'm going to eat after I play football or before. Probably after, but it's going to be around 10 o'clock, which is not an ideal time. And then I'm going to proofread my book. I was working on my book for about 4 hours this morning, putting it in order. And I added a few more things. I was like, I've got to put that in. Then I finally got to a point where I was like, I can't add any more. If I add any more, it's not going to make the book any better. That's what I told myself. If I added another code there, it's not going to make it any better than what it already is. So when I got to that point, I was like, I'm done. I just have to read over it. I have to make sure that it looks the part. And then I'm going to get it out there. And guys, please buy it. Please promote it. Do me that favor. I've given so much of my energy to this book. Probably for the last 10 days, I've been doing 9 or 10 hours a day on it. And it is exhausting. If you've ever written a book, it's exhausting. But I'm doing that on top of coaching and teaching and having a girlfriend. I've told you, it's beyond a joke how I haven't collapsed yet. But it's been good. It's a shame I can't ever pay for the site. It's still PayPal. No, Stephen, it's not. You can pay with credit or debit card. There's this illusion that you can only sign up with PayPal. No, for 9 to 10 months, you're being able to sign up with your debit or credit card. You put in your username, the password, you click on the PayPal icon, it takes you to the options of paying with your debit or credit card. You don't need a PayPal account. You're going to need a PayPal account to buy my book. That's it. To go on the website now. Texas Lottery, I'll split it with you. I've told you, I can't code the lottery numbers. I ain't that good. The most wildest thing I've ever done, my mates from Denver came over. They gamble. They were on vacation. I said, let's go to a casino. I didn't bet. I said, okay, I'll go in with you. And they know my work. They know what I do with numbers. And they went, go on, Illusion, pick us a number. And I think I got 3 in a row. It was somewhat remarkable. And they won all this money. I was saying, it's going to be this. And then people started figuring out I was getting it right. Go on, what's the next one going to be? I said, I'm not doing it. At some point, I'm going to start getting it wrong. I couldn't believe it. I was just feeling it. It's like my head was going like that. It's going to be 23. 23. And what? First time they're laughing like, all right, lucky. And then I got it right again and again. I was like, oh my goodness. The odds of that are astronomical. Astronomical beyond a joke. But they're only doing tiny bets because most people are going to casino. They're going in there for fun. They're not going in there to get rich. You get a small percentage who are going in there with thousands of dollars. Most people go in, I'm going to go in with $50 and see what happens. That's where Vegas win the money because they know those people going in with $50, $100, $150 are willing to lose it all. That's where they make the money. They don't really make it from the high rollers as much as you think because there's not many of them. Does your book have a name yet? Yeah, Jimmy, but it ain't the greatest title, but it says exactly what I want it to represent. Professional sports are coded rituals. I didn't know where else to go with it. Like, I just wanted to be straight at the point. Professional sports are coded rituals. They are. They are coded and they are rituals. So if anyone can think of a better title than that, I'm open to suggestions. I've told you I've got tonight to make edits. But let me just put the title in the chat. And like I said, it ain't the most creative, but it says exactly what my book's about. So if you can think of anything more creative, I'm willing to change it if I think it's better than that. That's it right now. It focuses on sports. It focuses on how coded they are, how connected they are. If you are one of those people that code, you're going to be more open to the way I code. Number one, because of my percentage rate. And number two, because this book reveals everything's coded. So the book revolves around the following people. It revolves around Diego Maradona. It revolves around Lionel Messi. It revolves around Sergio Aguero. Notice these are all Argentinians. It revolves around Pep Guardiola, Pope Francis, the British royal family, the Bush family and Skull and Bones, and Kobe Bryant. All the people that I put in all my codes every day. And I say they're all connected, guys. They're all connected by a code. And when you identify the numbers connected with them, you become a better coder. And I've said to a few other coders, just out of respect for them, said if you do 2-line codes and it's like, and I'm not going to have a go at these people because it might work for them. It is what it is. Sometimes simplicity is key and can be more effective. But if you're just going, it's the 23rd day of the year and the pitcher can get his 23rd win on 23 date numerology, okay, it might hit. But what are you learning about the universe? Where are you going with that knowledge? How are you teaching other people if you have a website or a Patreon by just doing a couple of lines that basically a 5-year-old could do? And they could. So for me, it's all about learning. It's trying to get to the bottom of our coded reality. I'll never fully have all the answers as well. But my website, my books are a platform for you to learn. All right? It's not just about making money. Do you know what I mean? It's way bigger than that. Berlusconi, AC Milan, future connection about his death. Well, he died at age 86. And remember, AC Milan won the 2021-2022 Serie A title with 86 points. And Argentina won the World Cup for the first time since 86, where Maradona guided them to the title. And he's one of the biggest icons in Italy for what he did with Napoli. So 86 connects to death. Think about a coffin. You go 6 foot under and usually 8 foot the coffin. So yeah, it's the 86 connects to death. You get 86. It's an actual saying. You think Union Berlin going to win something in 2024? I can't say. I have to go deeper than just somebody asking me that in a live stream. This is what I've learned. Sometimes people ask me stuff in live streams. I'll give their opinions and just like that, I go, yep, I think that. And then for 9 months later, illusion, you fraud. You told me Union Berlin were going to win Bundesliga. It's like, well, no, you asked me. I'm like, I'm sunburnt. I'm tired. Like, I didn't code it. So I don't know. I've done a video about Union Berlin and how it connects to the war and the Berlin Wall that collapsed. But I haven't looked into next year. I know Bayern Munich can get the 33rd Bundesliga and Dortmund could get the 9th. I think more likely Dortmund don't win and Bayern Munich get that 33rd Bundesliga title. So I've looked that far ahead a little bit because I know Bayern got the 32nd title, which has been huge this year, the number 32, which you'll see in my book. Nottingham attack a few months before Arsenal play them. Yeah, interesting. The Gunners. All right, satanic rituals. I don't want to call it satanic rituals. I don't want to give too much credit to the devil. Coded professional sports. That's pretty good. Watch Your Worship, aka Pro Sports. That's good. Berlusconi was one of the greatest PM Italy had this century, and that's scary. Yeah. Right, I don't like the word scary, but it's so deep, guys. 8 times 6, by the way, is 48. And there's going to be 48 teams in the next World Cup, if there is another World Cup. 86 is 8 miles out of 6 feet under. Nice. I think Bayern are runners up next season. 11 wins in a row, 33 wins. No, they're on 32 wins. They're on 32 wins. They can get the 33rd win. And the 12th in a row. We'll see. No, Bayern have 33 already. They have 32. They have 32. 32 Bundesligas. Funny person, I think you've come in my live a few times and you always give wrong stats. You need to pay more attention. So are you telling me that Bayern Munich have 32 Bundesliga titles or 33? Because being wrong by a stat like that changes everything, bro. So are you telling me Bayern Munich have 32 league titles or 33? What are you saying? Right now, as of now. Hey, Busak Noodle. They have 32 Bundesligas and 1 German league. Yeah, so they have 32 Bundesliga titles. That's what I said. They have 32 Bundesliga titles. Just like the Premier League only became the Premier League pretty recently. So what I'm going to say, yeah, I'm saying Bundesliga titles, mate, not league titles in general. So anyway, I'm going to quickly go through this code that I did today, which is, it's just beyond special. Just got off work. How you doing, mate? I've been well lately and things are turning the corner. All praise to God, the true wonder worker. Fantastic. God bless you, brother. Happy for you. I'm doing well. Extremely busy, but I'm doing well. I'm happy. Tired, but I'm good. Yeah, Real Madrid have 14 European Cups, mate. They have 14 European Cups. Just like Inter Milan dropped to 3-3 in European Cup finals, not in Champions League finals. The European Cup began 68 years ago. The Champions League 31 years ago. All right, I'm aware of the numbers, bro, and the code. I've never said Real Madrid have 14 Champions Leagues. I say European Cups. Bellingham brothers going for 133 million combined. That's brilliant. Pope Francis became the Pope, 13-3. Football in Gematria gets you 133 as well. So yeah, it's all coded, guys. The Bellingham brothers, they're working for the devil, whether they're aware of it or not. But then again, if you're working for the devil, you're also working for God. Sounds complicated, but that's the reality. All right, listen to this code and tell me this wasn't perfect. It was perfect. MLB. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Philadelphia Phillies. I think Phillies may win this one on the road in a Kobe and 9 ritual. So the Diamondbacks are one of the best teams in MLB this season. Phillies are doing all right. And I went for the Phillies on the road. And this is why. Crazy, the last game they played ended 3-4 and Phillies became 34-34 this season. Just know this game went 3-4 as well at one point. They went down 3-4. I see lots of number 9s for Phillies to win. This number 9 is everywhere right now, guys. That's why Man City got their 9th league title, not Premier League. They got 7th Premier League. Their 9th league title, number 9 Haaland was the Golden Boot winner. And that season began 9 years after Francis became the Pope. 9's the number of completion. It's the last single-digit number. You'll learn this in my book. So I said I see a lot of 9s for Phillies to win. Kobe Bryant was born in Philly, and he's super connected to the number 9. 9 people died in the helicopter crash involving him and his daughter, Gianna. His highest scoring game was 81 points, which is 9 times 9. He died on 126, and 1 + 2 + 6 = 9. He made his NBA debut at age 18. 1 + 8 = 9. If Phillies lose, they will stay on 34 season losses, the 9th Fibonacci number. Diamondbacks pitcher will drop to 3-4 this season with a loss, the 9th Fibonacci number. So again, this game was 3-4 at one point. The last game they met finished 3-4, which made the Phillies 34-34. And now we have the Phillies stay on 34 season losses and the Diamondback pitcher drops to 3-4 this season. You see how deep this is? You see why Karim Benzema won the Ballon d'Or at age 34 and he wears number 9? It will all make sense to you when you read that book. And if you can't pay $9.11 for a sacred book, but you can go out and have a few beers, then you need to sort out your priorities. Simple as that. Honestly, I deserve to sell 10, 20, 30,000 copies of this book. I won't because I'm a realist, but I should. I really should. And if it was a just world, I would. I'm not going through Amazon. I've turned down book deals. I'm not interested in it. All right. Maybe I'm being stubborn there, but I'm not getting involved with Amazon. Diamond's back pitcher will become 4-5 all time with a loss, and 45 is the 9th triangular number. Notice the score finished 4-5. The score can be seen as 5-4. Kobe Bryant died a span of 5 months and 4 days after his 41st birthday, and the Diamondbacks got their 41st. Well, they stayed on 41 season wins. Kobe died on 67 dating emoji pure. 1 plus 26 plus 20 plus 20 equals 67. The Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola, I know all of his numbers. He stayed on 67 career losses. 67 is connected to 19. 67 is the 19th prime. Diamondback pitcher was wearing number 19. Kobe got accused of raping a 19-year-old girl. Phillies can get 83rd win versus Diamondbacks in their 83rd road game between them, and 83 is the 23rd prime, and Phillies can stay on 23 road losses for the season, the 9th prime. Well, 23 road losses against the Diamondbacks, the 9th prime. Kobe Bryant equals 41, and he died at age 41, and the Diamondbacks stayed on 41 season wins. Phillies can become 5-3 on the road this month and get their 16th road win, 53, the 16th prime. You'll then identify why Italy won the Euros for the first time in 53 years after winning the 16th edition. You'll see it all. Diamondback pitcher was drafted round 2, pick 56. 256 is 16 times 16. 16, the square root is 4. The Diamondback pitcher got his 4th season loss and stayed on 4 career wins. Okay? It's baffling. So I'm doing these codes every day. I don't want you to go on my site just to win money. All right? In an ideal world, nobody would even gamble. I think they'd appreciate the code even more. But it finished 5-4. It finished with 9 runs, guys. The whole code was about 9, and it finished with 9 runs in favor of Philadelphia. Remember Kobe Bryant, born in Philadelphia. LeBron James overtook him in the scoring charts the day before Kobe died. Did it on 25-1, the 25th of January. 2-5-1's the 54th prime. This game finished 5-4, and Kobe and Gianna died a span of 5 months and 4 days after Kobe's 41st birthday, and Arizona Diamondbacks stayed on 41 season wins, and Kobe died very close to Arizona in the helicopter crash. So, different names, same competition. No, well, things change, don't they? The amount of games the teams play. I get what you're saying. But again, the Premier League is named the Premier League. It's no longer what it was previously called. They do it for a reason, guys. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why Man City won the 68th edition of the European Cup, which was the 31st edition of Champions League? I'll tell you why. Number one, it was the 68th edition of the European Cup. Pep Guardiola got his 337th point in the Champions League, the 68th prime. The winning goal was scored after 68 minutes by Rodri, Spaniard. Last time Pep won the Champions League was with Barcelona in 2011, where they beat Manchester United 3-1. In 2011, 20 plus 11's 31. 2011's when Aguero signed for Manchester City. It's all connected, you'll see in my book. So Pep is now 3-1 in Champions League finals. All right? He won 2 against Manchester United with Barcelona. He just won 1 against Inter, and he lost the Champions League final against Chelsea. It's 3-1. Man City won the Premier League on a day. Well, the season ended on a day, leaving exactly 31 weeks left in the year. 68 plus 31 is 99. 68th edition of the European Cup, 31st edition of Champions League. 68 plus 31 is 99. 2023 Champions League final was on Prince Philip's birthday, who died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. 68 plus 31, 99. 9 times 11 equals 99. 9/11 lasted for 102 minutes. Manchester City won the Champions League final on Prince Philip's 102nd birthday. Super Bowl 56 was the 102nd edition of the NFL. It finished 2023. Man City just won the treble in 2023. So, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Adam. They do separate so they can make their simulations better detailed. Exactly. So, yes, they have 33 league titles, but they have 32 Bundesligas. Are we going to do this all day, funny person? I never said they didn't have the 33. So, 21/6 summer solstice for the topic of cancer and Prince William's birthday. He's getting at the fact that God is the master mathematician. Thank you. Yes. The reality that we live in is coded. God is the master mathematician. The devil's infiltrated the code, and he's infiltrated professional sports. But tell me this before I go, because I've got to go. I can't believe this air conditioner person's not here. Tell me if the devil did this, because I'm connected to the code for whatever reason. God's connected me to the code. Why I can do what I do, why I have this website, why I have a YouTube channel, why people care about what I have to say, because God's given me the gift of being connected to the code. I got baptized on the Champions League final. I didn't watch it. I didn't even know what the score was till about 25 minutes left when somebody messaged me saying Rodri's just scored. All right, so I was leaving to go coach. I got baptized 1 month, 2 weeks, and 7 days after my birthday. 127. I didn't pick that date. It's the only date that they had available. 127 is the 31st prime number. I got baptized the day Manchester City won the 31st edition of the Champions League, and where Pep Guardiola became 3-1 in Champions League finals. And 31 is connected to me and my dad. I was born on my dad's 31st birthday. I love you, Dad. Best person I've ever met and come across in my life. I love you too, Mum. So they don't watch my work, so don't worry. I was born on my dad's 31st birthday, which is 14-4. All right, 144, that's very biblical. It's very connected to the Queen. It's very connected to our reality. 31's the 11th prime. My dad was 11 years old when England won the World Cup in 66, the 11th triangular number. My dad lives at number 11. My football jersey is number 11. My first ever email was adamedwards11@hotmail.com. So I am so synced to this code. I lived in Los Angeles 5.5 years. My first ever video was about the death of Kobe Bryant. I've written a book about his death. I lived in Colorado. My first girlfriend was born in Denver. And then we have the Nuggets winning the NBA, and they knocked out the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. I'm connected to it. And thankfully, I've got the gift of writing through being good at English since I was a kid. And I've got a big mouth, so I'm able to just talk. So if you think the devil has planned it out so perfectly for what happened the day of the Champions League final to be in connection with me and my birth, in connection with my father, it's not him. It wouldn't make sense for him to do that. It's God. And I'm trying to reveal the code to lead you to God. And it's hundreds of people now. Michael messaged me today, is going to get baptized. Guy from Austria. He's having problems with drugs and with his finances and with life, and he was just going to give up. He's found God, or God's found him, and he's getting baptized, and he's not gambling as much, and he's not getting wrapped up in the system as much as he used to, and he knows he don't need that much anymore. So this code has led him to God, and he thanks me, but he should thank God. He shouldn't be thanking me. So remember, all the devil can do is infiltrate God's creation. He's not a creator, he's a creation. But he has an immense amount of power, influence on those who are spiritually dead, who are non-believers. He will devour you. And he has. He's devoured. He devoured me. I had a great life, but he was devoured me. He had me in love with the world and the matrix. So I'm going to keep doing this and revealing scripture and keep writing books. Maybe I don't want to write any more books. They're exhausting. Like, I think after my illusion book, I should be done. I really hope I'm done because they do burn you out. I'm writing all these books in the space of a few years. Some people take 10 years to write a book. I'm about to bash out my 4th and 5th in the space of about a year and a half. There's appointed times connected to our lives. Your birthday and death date is when it's your time per Father God. I believe so. Hey, Dirk, how you doing? God bless you. Adam, are you going to finish your illusion book after this book? Yeah, I'm going to finish my illusion book by the end of the month. That's the book. That's my pride and joy. That's my story. It's biblical. It's stimulating. There's so much knowledge shared. I'm expressing my opinion about everything within this world. Whereas these books I'm writing is all about sports, pretty much. My illusion book is how I see the world of the banking system, the education system, the monetary system, the churches, celebrities, Hollywood, psychology, fear, cognitive dissonance, social identity, just way more. Wars, pandemics, financial crashes. I cover it all. So that's going to be the book where I'm going to have the most profound feeling when I release it, because everyone can relate to it. There's a chapter in there for everybody. I think everyone should relate to every chapter. Maybe not the gematria chapter I did, or maybe not the numerology chapter. Everything else you can relate to. You've lived it. You've witnessed it. You're aware of it. So yeah, I'm going to get it done because it has to be shared. And it's 3 years in the making. There's no way I wouldn't complete this. This has to be completed, and it'll be completed when it's supposed to, put it that way. So yeah, that's that will be going for $11. 11's the number that's been most connected with me my whole life. It's going for 11, and I think it'll be the last book that I ever write. Be $11, and it's worth every single dime. That's about 350 pages, I think, that book, and there's no images in it. Whereas this book has a couple of images in it with the symbolism from these athletes who've given themselves to the devil, or they're working for the devil, unaware of it. So it seems this guy's absolutely pulled my pants down with the air conditioner. So I'm going to be sweating my balls off again tonight. Fantastic. Like, you book these people to come and they don't even bother coming. It's a bit annoying, you know what I mean? I'm glad I did this live stream, so at least I'm just sitting around waiting for somebody. Who's winning the Nations League? I'd have to code it, Kingsley. You can't just ask me on the spot. If I code it, I'll figure out who wins it. And then you'll find that code on my site. There's Croatia in it. I think they play Italy or Spain. I don't know if they played today. But Croatia, this tiny little country, they've been incredible the last 10 years. It don't make any sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. They got to the World Cup final in 2018. They finished third in the recent World Cup. They're now in the final of the Nations League final. How is such a small country doing that? The captain's 35 now, is he, Luka? Something not quite right. So I'll figure it out. They can win Nations League and fail to qualify for the Euros. That's just like Italy won the Euros and failed to qualify for the World Cup. They got beat by Macedonia. That's biblical as well when you study Macedonia. Italy won the Euros and then couldn't beat Macedonia to make the World Cup in the space of what? 6 to 9 months or less. Nobody asked any questions. Italy broke a record for most games undefeated. Then they can't qualify for the World Cup with the same squad and the same manager. No questions asked. You need to start asking questions. When you ask more questions, you get more answers. Modric is 37. Again, even more of a joke. Even more of a joke that he's still dominating at 37. Just little Croatian guy and sits in the middle of the park playing the best football of his life still at 37. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. I've got earache now. I'm going to jump in the shower. I think I am. I'm going to go to Bible study. I'll get a smoothie. I've got to find a parking spot. Then I'll go play my football game afterwards. Then I'll proofread my book. And then I'll get it out to you tomorrow. I'm hoping, like I said, I hope I sell thousands of them. I hope it's not like a couple of hundred. I hope it's thousands. So if you've got 911 in your PayPal, I'll send you that book tomorrow. And do me the favor, if you do buy the book, or when you buy the book, when you finished it, please just give me your verdict. All right? Tell me what you enjoyed, what I could have done better, the chapter you enjoyed the most. Do me that favor, just out of curiosity, because I'm not putting my book on Amazon where you can leave book reviews. I won't do that. Don't want anything to do with Amazon. You think Spain, okay, but you've got to tell me why. People come in my lives and say, I think Spain are going to win. They don't say why. There's no substance to their comment. If you can tell me why, I'm intrigued. Also, I'm also going to code the Women's World Cup on my website. The Women's World Cup. Best player in the world's martyr. Google the word martyr and see what it means. I'll do that for you on my site, guys. I'll code the Women's World Cup. Hopefully, I don't have to write a book about that. I've got a team that I love already. I ain't going to share it here. But I hope you're well, and remember, revenge is for the Lord. Amen. Amen. Everything's for the Lord, brother. Yes, it's true. It's a horrible, sinful world. No, it's a horrible, sinful society. The world's beautiful. All right? I focus on that a lot. The world's beautiful. Society is sick. The world's beautiful. Look around you and look how incredible it is. Just take a moment to look at the trees, to look at the sky, to look at the stars. All right, to look at everybody around you. The world's incredible. It's a masterpiece. The system is broken, satanic, toxic, and that's the devil's work. And that's through our lack of faith and the godlessness in the world. The more we turn away from God, the worse the world becomes. Simple as that. And we're at a point now where nearly 9 out of 10 people are an atheist. Turn their back on God. Look at the world that we're living in, or the system that we're living in. All right? It's there for all of us to see, and most of us know something's not right. It's just there's only a handful of us that accept it and speak it into existence. Can you sing Cry Me a River? I'm too knackered, Jimmy. I know I don't often do this and turn down singing songs for you, but wait, somebody's calling me. See if this is the aircon. Buenas tardes.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Iván. Me comunico de parte del área.
Oh, it's Telcel, guys. Jeez, leave me alone. That's the phone company. Yeah, they do my head in. Usually I never pick up with numbers I don't recognize, but I thought that was the air conditioner guy. But as soon as he said Telcel, adios amigo. Yeah, I can't do Justin right now. My throat's going, and you want me to do Justin Timberlake, who is the highest notes there is after Michael Jackson? No, thank you. Next live stream, bro, if you're there, I'll sing Cry Me a River for you. All right? I'm not singing Little by Oasis either. I'm not singing right now. The throat's going. I can feel it. I'm going to be shouting later playing football. All right? God bless you all. I'm going to jump in that shower and then go do a bit of Bible study, guys. Maybe tomorrow in the live stream, I'll let you know what we talked about. And how many of you are going to buy this book, guys? Just give me a woo. Give me a woo if you're going to buy this book. Told you, I want to sell thousands. If there's 10, 11,000 people on my YouTube, I should be selling to at least 10% of them who actually care about this work. You ain't finding these books anywhere else, any library. You ain't finding this knowledge in a book anywhere else for that price. Or you're not finding it anywhere else. I know Hubbard's done a few books about gematria. After about 20 pages, they get really boring, and you just see numbers. Like, it's not really that much substance to it. The first 20 pages are interesting, and then it's boring. So, again, other than him, I don't know who else has been writing books about decoded reality that we live in. I can't find any online. All right, we got a woo from Adam Lastman from Izzy. All right, we got a woo from Jimmy Reach, baby. We got a woo from VL Jones Senior. I wonder who VL Jones Jr. is. That's not Vinnie Jones, is it? My old coach in the house, Big Vin. Izzy's very excited with a woo at the end. Some kids are groomed to be cannibals. Yeah. Gambling's a sickness. Yep. Yeah, it is. All right. God bless you all. Take care. And I'll get that book out tomorrow. I'll do a live stream for you tomorrow when I have a bit more free time. Take care, and God bless you all, guys. Thank you. Give us a woo, baby. Okay, but throat's hurting a little bit, but I'll do it, Aaron. I can do a woo rather than singing Justin Timberlake. 3, 2, 1. Go on, Adam. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Baby! There we go. Got it out. Let's go. Off for a shower. Take care. God bless you all.